Hi, good morning, babies. Hi, sweeties. How are you? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is a timeless message, so whenever you find it, it is the right time. It is also general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And remember, the roles could be reversed. You could be on the action taking side or that's coming towards somebody. It could all be reversed. Just remember that. All right. Let us get into it now. So, before I came on, I kept hitting shuffle because I was like, every damn song was about marriage, and I was like, ugh, like I don't want to do love reading, you know? So literally 5 songs about like thinking about marrying somebody or something of the sort came on, and I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And then I'm doing my little oracle cards, and then look what happened. We got our little marriage card. So, I was like, fine, okay. But I didn't write the songs down or anything, and they're just like, sometimes when I try to like skip back to the song, it's just gone. So, like that messes the shuffle up for some reason. So the song I got on shuffle is Turn the Page by Bob Seger. On the lone and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out its one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. Say, here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Okay, so I'm thinking that if there's some hesitation in regards to marriage or relationship, there needs to be a page turned. You need to get to the next chapter. You need to quit looking back at, oh, the girl that hurt me or the woman. What did it say? You could think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. Like, that's done. That's the past. Quit clinging to the past person. When there's other things coming, there's other people out there, there's other options. If you're hanging in a relationship with someone that isn't good for you, you have options. And it's time to turn the page and see what's on the next page instead of clinging to this. Oh, shit. All right, so we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So, like I said, you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. It's time to like move forward and, put yourself out there. You might, whether you're stuck in this relationship or you're afraid to leave or, you don't want to start anything new because you're like, yeah, I'm not going back to that. I'm not having this I'm not continuing those patterns. So you feel stuck, it's because you're not going forward. You're not, moving forward to turn the page. And we have grapes, time to go out and have fun. And then right after that, we have career. Shit. So this is also telling me you might have, may not just be a person. It may be like a career, just something you're doing regularly that's causing you to feel stuck and frustrated and kind of like hung up. You know, it might be draining your energy. But it's time to move forward to peace and harmony, which we have here with this wind chimes. And I'm getting that is like, you know, the wind blows and it makes the wind chimes go, you know. And with this song, Turn the Page, about being on the road, it's like, you know, follow the wind, you know, wherever the wind takes you. You're meant to keep moving forward. You're meant to keep pushing forward. And we right after that, we have flowers, and then vase fell directly on top of that when I was shuffling, and it's Secret Admirer. So either you're gonna, you know, move forward toward another person and that you've been interested in, or you know, that's coming towards you. Take it how it resonates. If you feel called to go take action towards somebody, then definitely do it. And I just thought it was interesting because it's like flowers into the vase, like that's, and then right after that was marriage. So it's like, you have this thing coming for you. You have this, as soon as you're willing to turn the page and start moving in a new direction, wherever the wind takes you, following that intuition, you know, you're going to get blessed with the thing you've always desired, or, you know, and it could be like you know, your job you stay at forever, like you're just so happy with it, or, you know, you start your own business, or you find the perfect business partner. It doesn't have to be like romantic. I'm just getting is like you actually like taking the leap to move forward, and you being blessed, you getting your flowers and being able to keep them in your vase, you know, like for, you know, however long. It's a long lasting thing. It's just being handed to you for a picture. It's, you get to keep it. It's a gift to you. Yeah, so there might be somebody, like your boss thinks you'd be good for something else. Like, hey, you know, at corporate in San Antonio, like, I don't know why I said that. Maybe that's significant to you. At corporate in San Antonio, we think you'd be really good. You should move there and go be in this position. We have clubs. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. And I want to pull a card on that. I meant to do that before I picked it up, but I did not. So, oh, that might be like trying to keep you stuck in where you're at. And just remember to listen to your intuition. Like, no one can make you do anything. They may try. Oh yeah. So it's this 9 of coins in reverse, 9 of pentacles in reverse. They're just going to try to keep you away from like moving into this independence and wealth. So, or like, if you want to move towards somebody else, like for a relationship or a different job or something, just being mindful of like, don't let people's like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? Don't let them talk you out of like taking these leaps of faith and following the wind, you know, going wherever the wind takes you, whatever these opportunities pop up and whatever you feel called to do. We have firecracker, excitement. Yeah. And that's just something to be mindful, is like people will get jealous or like have fear because you're choosing to not live in fear. Damn it. There we go. My God. Whatever. I guess the song wasn't relevant. I did something weird. And we have Inkpot right after that. Problems to be resolved. So there might be like responsibility with this, or like say if you're leaving somebody for somebody else, or like just to be single and just get out of like whatever, or, you know, you're leaving your job and it's like there's more responsibility coming after, or, you know, you're like, oh, I have to move to Michigan or whatever. You know, what am I gonna have to do? That's just like, it's meant to be this way. And that's like your little tasks of this great thing that's coming. It might be like overwhelming, but it's meant to be this way. Like, you can handle the responsibilities and the quote unquote problems, the little chore list you gotta do. You can handle all of that stuff. You're meant to step up and turn the page and move on further. All right, so we had the death card. I'm seeing this as if you choose not to follow your intuition and like go where the wind takes you. Your ancestors, spirit, most high, the universe, they're gonna bring it. They're gonna shake it up and bring a tower, you know, break everything down, bring death to it, bring an ending to it. So you have to go. If you don't do it with just the little signs and synchronicities you've been getting, it's gonna get more and more pressure, more and more uncomfortable until you finally just take that leap. You know, this is like your heavy hitter ancestors showing up at the door and being like, it's time to go. I'm seeing that as like them taking out, you know, the people around you to where you're like, it is so chaotic that you can't, there's nothing else you can do other than leave and, you know, turn the page, move on. It's going to be so blatant, it's going to be so in your face that you can't move on, that you can't just stay there. You can't stay stagnant. It's time to go, and you're coming with us. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. So with that, you may have some insecurities to work through, or say like you're staying somewhere where it's not meant for you. It's gonna be just so, because this is like the victory card. You might just get like nothing but just bad luck, or you're like, why is all this crazy shit happening? Like, say you're at a job that you're not supposed to be at. It's just gonna be nonstop, just crazy shit. And like, you know, nothing's gonna like, you know, say if it's like a problem with your boss. This happened to me. And my boss was like blatantly pointing me out and just being like, just trying to get me fired. Like, I was written up for like sitting back in a chair like this. Like, I was written up for my body language being disrespectful. I was like, okay, I genuinely was just tired. Just crazy stuff like that is gonna happen until you leave. Like, it's like, if it's at a job, crazy shit's gonna keep happening until your ass gets fired. So it's your choice. You are getting the signs of, you know, to deal with this or not. Or, you know, in the relationship that you're stuck in, whatever, it's gonna keep getting more and more chaotic, or you're gonna be shown like all these like super attractive, amazing suitors, and they're just gonna, that's all you're gonna be able to think about is like these other people that are just like so much better, and you know they're good people and they have their shit together, you know, whatever, you just know it'd be better than what you're in right now. It's gonna keep getting more and more chaotic until you do something. Oh, bag. Something important such as new job or raise. Yeah, so once again, I think I talked about this in my message yesterday. This stuff, you know, new stuff isn't going to come in until you take this leap and start, you know, going where the wind takes you. You got to, if you want the money, if you want the career, you're going to have to go and get it. You're going to have to take the leap. Damn computer. And just put yourself out there. You know, as scary as it is, you're just gonna have to put yourself out there and do it. If you want the bag, you're gonna have to go get it. It's gonna be handed to you as soon as you take, you know, do your little chore list, do your little steps of the recipe, you know, your little prep. I'm seeing it as like prepping food to make an amazing meal. You gotta like cut the carrot up. You can't just like put one big old carrot, you know, like it all has to be like prepped. So you gotta do your prep, you gotta do your things, you gotta go out and get the onion, you know, you gotta go do these little things, you gotta leave the job, you gotta leave the person, or you gotta stop thinking about the past. You know, you might just be clinging on to like how you've been hurt before and not putting yourself out there for new love or new careers. You're just like, ugh, I've had such hell happen, but that hell was supposed to get you out and moving. With the death card, it was supposed to just, you know, let the leaves fall off that weren't meant to be there anymore. Wreath, we have sorrow over a loss. Yeah, you might have to grieve whatever you leave behind or like did, or you have some grieving to do before you can like move into a new relationship, because you're like still thinking like, I can't believe that happened. Like, why, you know, I was hurt, you know, whatever that needs to be worked through. But the longer you sit in it and don't turn the page and move on and be like, okay, you know, this is enough, you're just gonna be stagnant. There's not, your manifestations, all these things you desire aren't gonna come in until you get in a higher vibration and quit letting these heavier things hold you back. Horse, short journey. It might sound like it, you know, these intimidating things of like moving into a new job, putting yourself out there to a romantic partner that when you've can't, like your ex like just fucked you up so bad, or, you know, leaving this partner, this person that you've been with for years and years. It's, you may see it as like a big thing, but it's really just gonna be a short journey, and you're gonna be like, I'm so glad I did this. I'm so happy I did this. This changed my life, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. In fact, all of these things came in after. Yeah, we have funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So this pressure, this discomfort, like it's gonna feel chaotic, you know, leaving, or like that sadness of having to leave a person. That's just part of it. That needs to be, the lesson needs to be learned. Being with this person, that need to be learned. Being in this shitty job, the lesson need to be learned. Yeah, all this stuff happened to you. It was just for the lesson. All right, one more card, please. Oh, you know what? I like this deck. All right, I gotta go to work. All right. The point of sleep is to let it all go. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, obviously don't just use this as a way to avoid doing stuff, but like maybe you need more rest while you're like going through like all this like spiritual shifts and all of that. One more, please. Oh, and it could just be like, you could see like this whole situation as like, you're gonna wake up from it like it's a bad dream, you know? And with that short journey card, you know, it might just be like, ugh, it was just all a bad dream. It's all done with. I'm fine. I'm safe. It was meant to happen. I learned the lesson. It's never gonna happen again because I learned the lesson. And now I can move on. Show up. Yeah. This is asking you to just turn the page. It's time to move on. You know your intuition. And it's interesting because it says, here I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go. Turn the page. You're meant to turn the page. You're the star. And you're the star of your own story. This is your dream. This is your movie. You gotta take control. And you know, your character doesn't have to be in strife and frustration and stuck all the time. You can choose to just be like, you know what, I think this character needs to take a different path. Let's do that. The work is whatever uncomfortable thing that is in front of you right now at this moment. Oh shit. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Number 2, the work is whatever uncomfortable thing that is in front of you right now at this moment. So if that makes things a little more easy on what you need to do, take a look at that. And show up and just realize it's all a dream. I can do whatever I want. I can leave this person. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to hurt me. Whenever, you know, if you're afraid of death, if you're afraid of, you know, just anything happening, that's going to manifest that. Now, if you see it as like, it's whatever's going to happen to me is destined, and you know, the universe always favors the brave, the bold, you know? So as soon as you take this leap of faith, you're going to get blessed and like rewarded for doing that, you know? Or you can choose to stay in your chaotic shit show where it's going to get more and more out of control until you finally are like, yo, you need to leave. You need to start living your life. You're meant for more. You have a purpose and you aren't living it. All right, babies, I really gotta go to work. Hopefully that was a helpful message. I love you so much. Have a great day.